Got here to Fort Wayne, Indiana. I got my trusty partner with me, favorite person to travel with, Mom Madison. She's graduated high school now, so she's gonna be rolling with me. On the plane, I was reading George Mueller's biography. Something that was remarkable to me was he was telling this man who was working 16 hours a day, his body was wearing out and his spirit was basically emaciated. And so he said to him, why don't you work less and give more time to the Lord in meditation and prayer? And the guy says, how will I do that and support my family? And Mueller's response was, it was clear that his faith is not in a living God.
First floor.
So this is day one of the whole conference. They've been going since like 8 a.m. yesterday, and then today they started at 8 a.m. and they'll be going till past 10 tonight. So these guys are wild. David writes in Psalm 63, my soul clings to God. My soul clings to you. I want to encourage you to cling to the Lord, no matter what's going on in your life, no matter how difficult the tragedies are, the afflictions are, the trials are, the betrayal is. Cling to the Lord and recognize, discover the vanity of all but fellowship with Christ. Robert Murray McCheyne wrote in his biography, every new discovery of Christ renews the act of inwardly cleaving to the Lord Jesus. Whatever's going on in your life, cleave to Christ and discover again and again, not only Him, but discover in Him the vanity of all but fellowship with Him. We're heading now to the venue. We were so confused when we first came in here. We didn't know where we were going because it's a hotel and conference center. Yeah. This is a church in the cornfields. Corn, church.
Hey everyone, how you doing? Who's excited to worship tonight?
We don't just read the Bible so that we might know or that we might believe. We want to believe, know that we might experience, because He's alive. He's a living God, and He speaks and He breathes and He speaks to your being and He creates in you. This text right here is to be passed through. The Bible is the only book that demands the author be present when it's read. As you read this book, the outer shell begins to snap and the living voice begins to come out and it enters into your being. I remember when I first got saved, I would sit in my room at the age of 15 years old and I would read the scriptures and it's like the pages were breathing. I want to encourage you that God longs to fellowship with you. Experience is not negotiable, because you take experience out and all you're left with is an idea. Whoa. He's not a picture that we go around saying this is what He looks like and then describing Him to people. He is alive and we can usher people to meet a divine being who is alive. Fellowship with Christ keeps Christ real to you.